Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this does not work without you guys. So don't think about not having you guys. All right, man. So it is Thursday afternoon, and I gotta say, the NFL is going to get more NASCAR-ish. I believe there really will be a season. I don't know what that season's going to be like. It may end up being at the point of, if you remember the movie The Replacements, we may end up getting to the point where we've got guys that, are almost like scab players from back in the day. Because, you're going to lose a bunch of players left and right and things like that. So you're going to have other people step in. And I guarantee you, there's a lot of people that would love to have the opportunity to step on the field on a Sunday afternoon to play the game. The play on the field may go down. Now, one of the big worries and concerns for the NFL is you may not be able to have fans in the stands. So one of the things the NFL is looking at and thinking about actually doing is the first 6 or 8 rows of the field, tarping it and selling basically ad space. So, local media markets could put their stuff on there, or local products and things like that. You've seen the NASCAR cars where they're literally covered head to toe, from Tide and Procter & Gamble products and stuff like that. Used to be like the Skull Bandit. I guess that was not, I guess can't do that one anymore. But literally selling ad space. And see, this is where I think the NFL will actually be able to make up a lot of revenue. Because if people aren't able to go to the field, go to the stadiums, see the games, when college football, I don't know how NFL is going to be hard enough with 32 teams. When you think about all of the colleges that are going to be trying to play, I think it's even harder for them to be able to do this safely. So I don't know how much college football you're going to see. And with the lack of sports in general, people's eyes are truly going to be tuned in to any sporting event that's going to be out there. If football, I don't care if it's the replacements are out there, people will watch, and you're going to see, hey, I want to put my product placement, you'll be able to put it around the stadium. So every time there's that's better than a commercial, because especially if you're in the end zone, you'll be able to really see whatever your selling is. And you know how much like Super Bowl ads and everything else go? Think about having every week in-game visibility of your products. And this will bring in some more revenue. I'm not saying it's going to make up for all the fans that might not be in the stands. I'm not saying that. But collectively, you're going to see other ways that the NFL excuse me, other ways that the NFL collectively will try to make up some of that revenue. The NFL ain't stupid. The NFL has weathered many, many different storms, and they're going to find a way. I can guarantee you they're going to find a way. And the thing that worries me is the teams are going to really, they already discussed having, it used to be a 10-man practice squad. The new CBA and adding the 17th game, they bumped it up to 12. Now they're talking about 16, but I think you're going to have to actually have it bigger than that, because think about this. Normally, we have the players working out at the facilities. They're doing OTAs, they're training and stuff like that. They're having contact with the training staff. They can identify the injuries and things that they need to be working on and things, right? Some guys are out there busting their ass. You've seen like CeeDee Lamb, who keeps throwing the Eagles' face how good he looks. We've seen, Dak and Zeke and, Dez Bryant and these guys working out. They're working out, on their own. That's not the same as football working with the coaches and things. And what you're going to see with this shorter off season, everybody starts training camp on the 28th, which is already less practices than we used to. We don't have the 2-a-days, for 6 weeks and things where the guys are getting in shape. You've got less hitting. You're going to have less contact. And now you're going to have less preseason games. You generally need about 5 weeks of conditioning to get ready to play a game. And I don't know that you're going to have that with everybody. So the level of play on the field is going to be reduced. And you're going to see probably a lot of injuries those first couple of weeks of playing football, because we don't have all these guys out here working and getting shape. Basically, everybody's going to be out of shape. And you're going to see a lot of soft tissue injuries, pulled hamstrings, quadriceps muscles that are pulled. You're just going to see it. It's going to be part of this season. And that's where you're going to look and say, maybe they need to have 20-man practice squads, just so you have people that are there working and knowing the system of whatever it is that they're going to be installing. It's going to be a season like we've never seen before. Without a doubt. And there's no way around it. It's one of those things that you're going to make the best you can of what you have, and what we have is not going to be typical NFL football. It's just not. So be prepared. But at this point, after being locked up and out of the loop for so long, I'll take flag football at this point, okay? Flag football on a beach. That's how desperate we are for football these days. All right, so I want to answer something too here. The person actually deleted the comment, but I want to make something real clear, because they basically said I'm full of crap. When I talked this morning in my morning video, I said how we have control over what happens with the coronavirus. If we want to get back to things being normal and life in normal, we have to take it upon ourselves as individuals to help the situation. We can't sit here and wait for somebody else to save us. And one of the things that we can do that's really not that difficult, and so many people are so adamant. It's just crazy. This woman, Florida woman, look on Twitter. This woman is going through and literally saying that wearing a mask is the devil, and it's 5G, and staying 6 feet apart is militaristic and everything else, and they're scanning your body. And come on, man, listen, this shit out here is real. You think Zeke Elliott made it up that he's got coronavirus? Now, I said I was going down to Waynesboro and work on getting my building permit. And this person commented and said, you're full of crap, because here it is, you're going to go sit in a waiting room and getting a permit and everything else, and you telling people to stay home. Oh, that's what I told you guys. First of all, let me explain something to you. The town I'm getting the building permit from, it's a small town. I don't ever remember being more than 2 people there at the same time, ever, in the 15, 16 years that I've been working with that small town. That's the first thing. And it's just a counter. It's like in a hallway with a counter. That's it. That's a counter. That's the first thing. Second thing, the office isn't actually open. What they have is a drop box that you fill out your paperwork, drop it off. They have questions, they email you about it and so forth, or they give you a call. Third thing, I'm not staying at home all the time. I'm not. I have to work. I have to eat. But see this thing? Since March, I've been wearing one of these things. I haven't been eating in restaurants. I mean, I've gotten takeout. I haven't gone to a movie theater, although I don't think they're open in my state. I've gone to the grocery store. Fresh, he's fresh and so clean. Hand sanitizer. Okay. I go in the store, come back out. Hand sanitized. Wear my mask. And I keep my part, keep my distance. And in my county that I live in, we have the highest number. 25% of our whole state are in my county. I'm working on my home, I'm working on my business, I'm working on my job. I'm doing things, but I'm careful. I just went to Home Depot, masked up, careful. And that's what I'm saying. So there's a difference between doing that versus going into a restaurant that's 50% capacity, eating a meal, or getting in people's faces, not wearing a mask, all out in public. That's no guarantee. There's no guarantee that I won't get it doing what I'm doing. It's possible. But I say that the odds are greatly reduced. And when I look at the numbers around me and how bad it was just a month or so ago, I gotta say what we're doing is working. But as you guys always say, haters are gonna hate. I'll see you later.